Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about something that sounds pretty futuristic: serverless computing. If you ever thought, well, wait, serverless? Isn't the whole internet run on servers? Serverless computing is one of the biggest trends in tech right now, and it's making life a lot easier for developers. Um, In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what serverless computing is, how it works, and what might be the perfect solution for your next project. And don't worry, we are keeping it simple. No tech jargon. So let's jump right in. All right, so let's clear up the first big question. What exactly is serverless computing? Well, despite the name, it doesn't actually mean there are no servers. Uh, there are still servers doing all the heavy lifting behind the scenes. You just don't have to worry about managing them. That's what it is. That's what it means. Serverless meaning less server management for you. A cloud provider like AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure takes care of all that backend server work for you. So as a developer, you can just focus on writing your code, and the provider handles the rest for you. Uh, think of it like hiring a personal chef. They take care of all the details, and you just show up to enjoy the meal. So how does serverless actually work? Instead of running a full server 24/7, what you do is you create a small piece of code like functions. Each function does a specific task. For example, let's say resizing an image, processing a payment, or storing data somewhere in a database. So what happens is, even when an event triggers your function, like user clicking a button, the cloud provider spins up just enough resources to run that function. And when it is done, it goes back to sleep. No need to keep a server running when you're not using it. This is called function as a service, or FaaS. All right. So why would anyone want to use serverless? There are some big benefits out there. Cost savings. You only pay when your code is actually running. If no one is using your app, you're not paying for idle server time, if that makes sense, which can save you a lot of money. The second benefit is, if you suddenly get a ton of traffic, like let's say your app goes viral, the serverless app scales up automatically to handle the load, and you don't have to do anything. It does the heavy lifting for you, and the cloud provider has you covered. The other benefit is faster development. Since you're not spending time setting up and managing servers, you can just focus on writing your code and building all the features. And that's great for solo developers or small teams who want to go to market really quickly. Now, downsides of serverless. Well, like everything, serverless isn't perfect. Uh, let's talk about a couple of the downsides. First up, we have cold starts, because functions don't run continuously. There can be a bit of a slight delay the first time they wake up. For some real-time apps, this can be noticeable. Then there's less control. You're relying on the cloud provider to manage your infrastructure for you, because what that means is you don't have 100% control over it, because you're relying on the cloud. So you give up some flexibility, and you give away some of the flexibility. If you need a very specific server configuration or control over where data is stored, serverless might not be ideal for you in that particular scenario. But overall, for a lot of projects, these drawbacks aren't really a deal breaker, I would say. I mean, they're really not a showstopper. It just depends on what your needs actually are. Now, the question is the serverless infrastructure right for you? If you're building something that needs to scale quickly and you're on a budget, serverless can be an amazing choice. On the other hand, if you need more control over your environment and are running complex, really complex workflows, it might not be the best fit for you. But the cool thing is you can always try it out. Most cloud providers have free tiers, so you can experiment with the serverless functions without spending a dime, so that you can get a feel of it, how it works, get yourself familiar with the technology, uh, so you feel more confident going forward. So there you have it. Simple overview of serverless computing. I hope this video has helped make things clearer. If you like this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button for more tech breakdowns like this, and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. If you have any questions about serverless or other topics you would like me to cover, so I would be more than happy to look into it. So thank you very much for your time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.